People, we're back in Portsmouth, and this week we've got Joe and Polly of the Portsmouth Skating Group.
Portsmouth is a privileged city to skate because it's absolutely flat.
When you put wheels on your feet, we're like one family. Wherever we go,
We had skaters over 67 years old, older skaters.
it's really good for introverted people to socialise because you can choose to be where you want to be within the activity.
This is totally free, you don't have to pay for it. What is the reason behind that?
If everything that you do, you have to do it for money, not just to make your community better. I like to see people around me happy. Hello.
People, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
very
no,
much.
I'm excited.
You don't know it.
For this one. Yeah. So how do you feel?
We feel great, nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure what to expect.
Yeah.
There's nothing to
A
be
nice
nervous
chat.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So cool. So yeah, welcome to the What's Going On show, the show where we shine a light on people doing things in communities, and you both are doing the Portsmouth Skating Group. And when I typed that in, when I was writing my notes this morning, I put PSG in, and really unrelated, it's the Champions League final today, and PSG are in the final. So I was like, oh, but anyway, nerdy moment. But okay, cool. So little tradition I got in this show is instead of me giving you an introduction, I like to give it straight over to you. So who in a nutshell are Joe and Polly?
Okay. Let's start. I don't know if I should start with the creation of PSG. Basically, everything started as I was having a drink with a friend in a pub, and I saw a group of skaters coming through the windows, and these people are skating. I just left my drink, left everything, ran after them like 500 meters running, my friend on flip-flops. And I catch the group at the end of the D-Day Museum in Portsmouth. And I was wondering, and I check around who is the leader here, because this is what I want. This is what I have on my country. This is what I had in Seville, a group of people to share my skating love. So I went there. I talked with Chris Meister from Brighton. They were the group of Brighton having a skate, and then I had the suggestion from him to create a group. It was Portsmouth Late Skate with another guy, Carl, a skater from Portsmouth. So from them we create Portsmouth Late Skate. That is a fast skate around Portsmouth. And then we saw the thing that we were just 5 skaters ready to do 5 miles at that path. So we needed something to train skaters to have the confidence to go to the road. So we create PSG with a couple of friends that they were really involved, they were helping a lot, and all of us, we were working for that, to bring people to the skate, to create the thing went bigger. I create the Sunday sessions to basically to train people from zero. So I'm shaking, I don't know what to do. I just need to know how to brake. I need to know how to balance, how to turn, the basic. So someone there to explain every Sunday what you have to do to don't fall, to don't injure yourself, because that is important stuff. So we create the Sundays. After the Sundays, we create the Tuesday skate that we were running after that for almost 4 years now, almost 4 years, and we have a big family growing, people from all ages welcome. So we were going as much you do the skate, more you enjoy, more you match up with people that want the same thing, and more fun. We go with music on the street. You can see that vibe. You can see that vibe when you skate with us. So So yeah, I invite everyone to come to a Tuesday,
Mm.
and when they are ready, go to Portsmouth Ice Skate on Thursdays. That is Portsmouth Portsmouth Ice Skate on Thursdays. That is a blast. So,
Interesting. Okay, and yeah, it's okay, cool. Interesting. So, skating. So take us back. So you said there that you started doing it in Portsmouth about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But obviously, you said you had a group in Sevilla. So how did you get into skating back in Sevilla?
back in Seville, okay. Everything started when I was around 17 years old. I started with a skateboard. Someone gave me a skateboard. Okay, I'm 17. I have to experience something else, and I started to see how that is driving, where I'm going with the skateboard. And one day I was on the road, on the side of the road, just practicing my jumps with the skateboard, and I saw three skaters, quad skaters, just crossing the road, and I was, oh my god, I want to do that. Really caught my attention. So I talked with my friend, we need to get a skate and get that. When I started, I didn't know how to stop. I didn't know how to move. So I was basically holding everything on my way, like really, really shaking. And yeah, bit by bit, I didn't want to give up. So bit by bit, I was improving, meeting up with these guys, and at some point, I remember. Sorry, I remember. I remember a situation at my door with one of these big skaters, and the guy asked me, "How old are you?" And I say, "I'm 17." He looked me up and down and say, "You are too old to start skating." I was like, "What? Too old? Okay, just okay." But that grabbed in my mind. I say, "No, I will show you who I am." And I was like, at some point we were jumping stairs, we were going to the skate parks, we were doing miles and miles anytime. Actually, I was really involved with the group. We meet up with a big group in the city. Yeah, there were a big group in the city, and we were doing really nice skates with the family, with everyone. We really no names by that time, by the 90s. So then one day I came here, 2014, and I bought my skates, and I was skating on my own for 4 years until the group of Brighton, that has a really big impact in how we do the things, on why we are doing the things. Just crossover. So we are doing this. Okay, let's do this here in Boston. Okay. We got the people involved. We got the passion. Let's share that with everyone else. And here we are.
Wow. Well, that is nice. So you said there that well, that's great that you did all that stuff in Seville. That's great. Interesting though. When you say there that everything sort of stems from what Brighton do, what's the scene like in Brighton, and yeah, why is that?
Brighton is doing street skate for around 9-10 years, so they have more experience of about doing this. So they are a reference, definitely. I have the reference from Seville, but for me, seeing them that day, it was like boom, inspiration straight away. I don't have to do this alone. There are more people like me doing this. Then I made Carl.
I think in Brighton though, it's been like there's been street skaters skating for that we still skate with, that have been skating for way longer than an organised street skate for like 25-30 years.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
They're doing for so long. So
Interesting. Must be a pain skating in Brighton with those heels.
You get
Yes.
some really good skaters come out of Brighton because
Yeah,
they
I
say to
can
learn to
imagine.
skate in Brighton, you can skate anywhere.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
We got some stories of
Yeah.
people really being really scared when we went with the group to do a skate in Brighton, and they were panicking about the hills, and we were helping them to don't have an accident, to just holding and be a good skaters, helping the ones that they are really shaking. So, but we did it without accidents, so it's possible.
That would be
Yeah,
scary
that's
though.
Yeah, there is something. Portsmouth is a privileged city to skate because it's absolutely flat.
Oh, it is.
It's amazing for that.
Mm.
We really appreciate that.
Oh, I can imagine. So, yeah, stuffing on heels, gosh, yeah. What a trip. So, okay, cool. So you say Portsmouth's a dream to skating because it is flat, and it is lovely and flat, but what are the road surfaces like in Portsmouth?
Well, we got a really rough potholes, rough roads in Portsmouth that we used to avoid, and narrow roads that there is no space for cars and for skaters. We had a really big commitment with the safety of the skaters, so we want to keep the group together, no leaving gaps, because people are so busy on their lives. They are driving, they want to get there as soon as possible, and they get over the skaters when it's really dangerous. And the same rules that apply to skaters apply to bike drivers, apply to skaters. So you need to allow a distance between to be safe. You cannot just go with your car just 30 centimeters from a skater. That is really dangerous. So we try to keep the group together, lift a hand when we are on the road, when the marshal behind is checking for cars, shouting, he has a whistle, shouting, car is coming, we allow the cars coming. We have a healthy relationship with the drivers in Portsmouth.
Yeah, I would say we do. Having skated in a couple of
Yes.
other cities now, I think Portsmouth generally, on the whole,
Yes.
some people are almost excited to see us.
Yes,
Sometimes,
yes.
like the
Sometimes
group having fun.
yeah, waving at us. Yeah, we really
Yeah.
appreciate that that people involved with
it's
with the
nice.
bikes of the group. So
I mean, it is cool when you see it. It's like it is kind of like a flash mob. It's like, oh, what's happening? And you see all the
Yeah.
bright colours, and you see the wheels, you see the music. It's like, it's a vibe.
I was just because that's how I ended. Wasn't there at the creation of the group, and that's how I joined, because I met a friend now on a night out and became a Facebook friend. Saw videos of them doing Portsmouth street skates with a PSG, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. And the next day I bought myself some skates, and that was it.
Wow.
But yeah, I was like, wow, yeah, music, skate. Wow, what is this? Never seen this before. This looks amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So, how far do you go then? So you start. Where do you start? How far do you go?
we start the place we call the Red.
Okay.
Okay, it's on the side of the Brighton restaurant.
I know.
We got a big space over there that changed no long ago. We have it shut for about 2 years or 1 year and a half, 2 years, don't remember. So it was red by then. So we call it Red. It's the speaker corners. They know it for so many names, but it's yellow now. We still call it the Red.
But it's always been a bit of a hub for skaters, hasn't it?
Yes.
Skateboarders, skaters have always
Yes.
congregated there.
It's
So
Yeah. Before they've obviously done like the
generation.
new like revamp of the whole thing.
Mhm.
It wasn't was it really a skating? I mean, it
Yeah.
was, but like, what was there to sort of grind on or do stuff on, or
No, there wasn't.
do you know what I mean? There's
No,
just-
it's not a skate
No.
park. It's
That's
just
right.
a flat space, a perfect space for skaters to
Yeah.
enjoy,
Just an
to
open
train
space.
their skills.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, and it's a big point, important point to leave from our skates. So every street skate leave from there. So we go through the city, different routes. We stop, PSG stopped twice on the way. We stop usually at the heart.
Okay.
Stop for 5-10 minutes, have a break, have a snack in the shop, or have a wee over there, and then go to the Guildhall or behind. We used to stop behind the Guildhall. We stop have an hour, socialize. That's really important. You meet people with the same passion of you, so it's a good thing. We chat, we sit down, some people just keep training their skills, and then we come back, and then different route, and we come back to the same point, to the red.
Finish at the red.
So
That's normally
happy.
about sort of between 7 and 8 miles.
Yes,
isn't it?
7 and
That
8
skate?
miles.
Yeah.
Okay, so a few hours on the road.
It's
That one's
an
normally
hour.
about an hour. Yeah.
About an hour.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what kind of ages are we talking then? So
Wow.
yeah, what?
Massive range.
Where all
Between,
we had the
like,
skaters
16
over
and
60.
Yeah.
Over 60.
Yeah.
Yes, 67 is all older skater doing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah, I remember a couple of skaters, even with their partners, coming together, and I was like, really, that is really inspiring me. See people over 60s
Yeah.
coming to the skate and enjoy with us. It's really inspiring. Yeah, it's really, I don't have to stop. I
Yeah.
have to carry on like these people.
Yeah.
There
It's
are
really
a lot of
inspirational.
skaters that have started in their 40s and 50s.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
I started in my 40s.
Yeah,
A
why
lot
not?
of my friends have started in their 50s.
You
'Cause it's really good for your joints. It's a really joint-friendly exercise
Yeah.
for people when, as you get older. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get older, definitely you need to go for some kind of exercise. Sitting down on the sofa, watching movies or watching Netflix, and it's not good for your health. So you go running. Some people go
All
to
the
gyms,
time.
and we go to skate.
Nice. So I must ask them, do skaters have to be on the road, or can they be on the pavement?
Sometimes, I'm a street skater. I'm a jam skater, and sometimes I just need to stay in a place and train my dancing skills. So get my quads and just crazy legs or spins, some kind of the rhythm of the music that we call jam skating. That is really a really push for me, for myself. Polly is following me as well on that. So she's kind of is jamming now, really improving. So we mix a kind of so many worlds, because we go jamming, we go to street skate. Sometimes we go for ice skating.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go for skate parks.
Yeah.
People enjoying.
Yeah, a lot of street skaters skate
Yeah.
park as well, don't
Mainly,
they?
mainly the group is doing street skates.
Okay.
As a group
interesting.
activity.
Yes, at the group activity. But
But I must
mean,
ask though,
individually.
is it like illegal to
Yeah.
skate on the pavement, or?
I don't know the answer to that question.
well, it depends on the speed.
Okay.
I guess there is no a rule with that, because we don't have any engine or something like that. It's not like a
No.
scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, it's not.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I'd
we
say
should
it's
go
like
on the
a
road
child
actually,
scooter,
like
something
a
that.
cyclist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Ideally,
can-
yes.
Yeah, you can get some speed on skate.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
It's great.
We got maximum speed of 20 miles an hour, but not
Yeah, I
usually.
mean-
I don't want to scare newies
No.
that they cannot achieve that speed.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, on that might be going kind of down, but on your, I think like the maximum kind of average speed, even of a really fast street skater would be like maximum like 13 to 15 miles an
Yeah.
hour. We normally average around
Definitely.
10 miles an hour to 11 miles an
You're
hour
right.
on our fastest skate on Thursdays. It's not,
Yeah. I will say
But it's
safe if you have to avoid certain situations with traffic, with cars. You jump to them. Sometimes even we have a big queue of cars behind, for example in the red lights. instead to go first and keep the cars behind, we just jump to the curb and just wait to all the cars come through. So we come back to the road and just we carry on. Yeah, to know annoying too much drivers, because we are drivers, so we drive cars.
So I must ask them, big question: quads or inline skates?
Aha.
Both. 100% both.
That is the right answer.
All the wheels.
Really?
Basically, yeah. Whatever wheels you enjoy, whatever wheels work for the situation. I'm a big advocate of enjoy what works for you. And don't restrict yourself.
I respect people who just, oh no, inline skate is better. No, it's not. No, excuse me, it's not better.
Enjoy.
It's just your choice. It's just your choice, but you don't have to even choose. It's I enjoy inline skates and I enjoy quads.
We both use inlines and quads for different things. So we both skate on both, don't we?
It depends on the day. Depends. Sometimes I grab my inline skates. Sometimes I grab my quad skates.
Makes sense.
I know when I was learning to skate, there's a really good skate shop in Chichester whose owner is the font of all knowledge of skate things. And I'd only been skating for a few weeks. And I went along and I wanted to buy, I'd been on quads, wanted to buy some inlines, and I was like, am I mad while I can't skate properly, getting a different pair of skates to learn? And they said, no, do it now, early on, then you'll always be able to skate on both, which is what I did. And now I swap. I'm more comfortable on quads, but I like inlines for certain things. And some it's personal preference. But
it's a personal preference.
Yeah.
My personal preference is quads.
Yeah.
Because I started on the 90s, I started in quads. We didn't have too many inlines skate on the market, so you choose bad quality inline skate, new skates on the 90s, or you just have the quads that you want that really are really good quality. My choice, if I can choose, is inline. Quad skate.
Okay.
But my recommendation for street skating is inline. Why? Because quad skates are really depend on the hardness of your wheels. Tiny stones or tiny holes on the pavement can make you fall. Inlines, if the front wheel gets stuck, the rest of the wheels keep rolling.
And they ping off stones, don't they?
Yes, it's less surface that they don't get stuck that easy. With quads, if you get a stone, you can get stuck just for forward. This is why we use protection that we recommend all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Protection.
Yeah, wrist pad, helmet, knee pads.
Does everyone wear them? Is that a compulsory?
No, everyone. But anyway, you cannot predict situations on the road. You
Even
should always wear the safety pads, always, because even good skaters fall.
Yeah.
I did a couple of falls, and when I see my hands, I should wear my wrist pad.
Yeah.
So.
For me, wrist guards and knee pads are a minimum on a street skate. Minimum need have to wear those.
Yeah.
Gosh. So you say
Everyone does.
you fall throughout, right? Do you?
Not throughout, not always, but
you
people
still fall,
yeah.
The odd one.
Time to time,
Yeah, because you can't predict everything. You can't predict, if there's a new road surface you haven't been on and you've just hit a pothole at an awkward, or sometimes it's, the actions of another skater or somebody in your way, you just, and also if you're pushing yourself to try new things, then you will fall as part of the process, but you definitely learn to fall better. Your body remembers, and normally you know how to fall in a way that you don't injure yourself after a while. It's been my experience, because I'm a bit of a jelly bean, aren't I? I'm renowned for throwing myself across the road, and generally I don't hurt myself.
Okay, so the only question I have is, what feeling do you both get when you're skating?
Oh wow. That is a blast.
Freedom.
Yeah.
It's freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best
Dopamine.
word to describe
Yeah.
the freedom. It's
Yeah,
like
freedom.
you can be worried about so many things in your life. You just get involved with the skate, with the skaters, in a group, with the music, and you just see people on the street just waving, just smiles of people enjoying the same thing, and you just forget
It
about
just lifts your mood,
dramas
doesn't it? Completely. Yeah.
and you just enjoy the moment,
Yeah.
enjoy the present. This really, really vast in our lives. Yes.
And there's also, I mean, like, and on the faster skates as well, there's a level of concentration needed, because it's a bit like driving where you've got to predict, you know, so far ahead. So you've got to concentrate, but you've also got a lot of adrenaline. So you get all those happy hormones. You get lots of dopamine and adrenaline, and what's the other one? Can't remember right now. And lots of really good feelings like that. And then, like, when we're doing the jam skating things, I said this last night, for me that's almost like a moving meditation. It clears my mind completely, and it's an amazing way to relax and unwind at the end of a busy week.
Nice.
It's ace. I recommend it to everybody.
Yes.
Really? I mean, yeah, it seems like a sport you can do from when you're young to when you're obviously as old
it's a
as you
lifetime.
can.
Exactly.
There's no age.
And there's constant progression if you want it. That's the thing, you're never going to get bored. There's always something you can keep learning, or just, you know, having the same pleasure of improving.
Just a recommendation that I will give to everyone who want to start. I never skated before. I want to start skating. Really important. If you are shaking, ask for support. It's really important at the beginning, because if you injure yourself before then start enjoying, that is a push back. That is really difficult to get involved, really. Because I started a few years, but I felt really bad and I never get back because I was scared of injuring myself. So it's important to get support.
Really good advice.
Good advice.
And
something.
Learn those foundational learn those basics. I mean, I bought those skates and I took myself off to the local park on my own when I started and put them straight on, and just because I'd done a tiny bit of roller discos as a kid, and I was like, I'll be fine. Rolled around the park, realised I didn't know how to stop, realised I didn't know how to go over bumps, fell over on both of those, and I need some support. So I came straight down to Joe's beginner sessions and sought that advice. Went straight up to another skater. How do I learn how to stop? How do I maintain my balance? Found out those basic things. And Joe is right. If you get those under your belt while you get the love for it, you won't stop. You know.
Interesting. So how do you stop then? So talk me through it. So on quad, let's start with quads. How do you stop? Because I've never.
How you stop?
Yeah.
It's an important question. Before starting to learn how to stop, is like, do you need to stop? Because some people who is moving really slow, like how I stop, and they are just moving a couple of meters. Yes, actually I see that. Do you really need to stop? You are stopping. You still are not moving at that speed that you need to stop. So I recommend better to learn how to stop. That is a new skill. Learn how to avoid. So there is something under you. You need to stop because there is something on your way. So learn how to turn. It's more important for me, from my point of view, than learn how to stop. So anyway, there are a few skills to learn how to stop. T-stop is the most important one when you are on the street skate. That is a must. Okay. But in inlines, you have or even in quads, you can install a stop on the back of the skate. So, and you can do the heel stop. That is for beginners. Is really helpful. And the heel stop, T-stop, or spin stop. That is basically.
And plows. Plough stops.
And plough stops.
And plough stops. Yeah.
What's a plough stop? Is that the...
Kind of like skiing, where you put
Yes.
your
Exactly
feet
like skiing.
in a inverted, like
Obviously,
to create a bit
you
of
do
friction.
not like you are on top of the snow, but you just do little steps.
Yeah, or you're just exerting the pressure to slow
Yeah.
yourself down, aren't you? Not a good emergency stop, that one though. More of
No.
a slowing.
If you are
yeah.
going fast,
Yeah.
I recommend to don't, especially in quads, don't try that.
And some of the park skaters do the back toe stops, don't they? Parks, yeah.
Yeah.
Spin and onto there, so on your toe, because toe stops are not meant to be used forwards to stop. You have toe stops on quads, but you don't want to be dragging that when you're skating forwards because you're gonna trip. But some people spin, don't they, and go backwards on their toe stops. But that tends to be either park skaters or derby skaters do that, don't they?
For daily skate, that works. Yeah. You get the push. You get the push from the standing for that grip that the toe stop give you.
When they go into
Don't
turn.
and you push in any direction. But for the street skate, doesn't have any utility actually.
Oh, the toe stops.
The
no,
toe stop.
Yeah.
Some people choose to wear them. It's okay. You can wear them.
They
but
don't serve a good function.
Yes.
In that
yes,
style of
it's
skating.
not because actually, if you are skating forward, the fact of push yourself with the toe stop is just you need to stop to push. It's like I'm going to have a break to push again.
A lot of people push off on a toe stop, and it actually inhibits your ability to get a good skate stride technique because you want to learn to push off from your edges on your feet, not your toe stops. But some people do use those still to stop by spinning backwards and then going up on their toe stops. It's a way of using them. There are lots of different techniques.
Yeah, because I've always seen toe stops. I don't know. That's why I've never tried quads, because I'm just like, I'm scared. I'm just like, what do I do? Because I'm an inliner, so I usually kick off. So I'm like,
yeah, that's better though. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a better technique anyway.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary. Okay, interesting. So that's how you stop. Yeah, what would you say? Because T stops, I get it. That's a great stop. But what's the best one if you're moving at speed?
T-stop.
T-stop for both skates?
For both skates. The technique is actually a bit different, okay? Because if you have a skate, can you... I don't know if I can have that skate to...
This one?
That one. You can grab it. Let's improvise. So I can show in camera how it works. Okay, we've got a sample here. Thank you very much.
He is
it's
wearing
a
some
little
decoration. He's got his skate hat and his headphones on. Important skate gear.
So, inline skates. You got you wait at the front skate. You are rolling. You put your rear skate 90 degrees, and you just line. It's a line of of wheels, so you don't need to think about that. What happened on quads? On quads, in the surface, it will jump because there are a lot of friction. The road is provide a lot of friction, so you will be jumping. You cannot control the balance on the situation. What is the trick? You brake with these wheels.
Yeah, the back.
Really?
The back wheels. You are moving. Like this.
See.
Because this one,
Yeah.
it will create a situation
See
that
what
you don't
happens when you
want.
get friction?
We are
It's not
improvising,
good.
sorry. So yeah, you brake with the outside wheels and you in quads. It's a trick. So
Yeah, I'm
that
still...
is the thing.
I need to... I've never done quads, and I've got a cousin who does quad skating with a partner. They go at it and they're all over Insta. They love it. They're in California on
wow.
on
Yeah.
their disposition.
Oh wow.
Because part two.
Part two.
Part two is when we go out into the public, or out to the public, and we ask them a question. And this week, we asked the question. I won't tell you what it is. We're about to find out. So, alright, cool. And away let me turn this brightness up. And away we go. Feel free to pause it anytime if you like, or watch it through. It's up to you. Is skating more of a sport or a social activity?
One or the other. That's a really hard one to choose. Because obviously, like, I guess it's kind of like swimming. Like, swimming can be just like, oh, it's a lovely little day out, go down the beach and have a little swim. Or it can be, I'm literally training every day from like 5 a.m. to be like the greatest swimmer in the world. So I feel like it's probably a bit of both.
Is roller skating more of a sport or a social activity?
Social activity.
Go on, well, why?
Because, like, you know, like, how sports can be, like, in the Olympics and all that, like, I reckon sports that are, like, official.
I disagree.
Like football and all that, that's, like, official, but I think roller skates is more of a social
No, I think roller skates is a sport.
Okay.
Because like, you've got to be skilled to do it.
Yeah, but you've got to
It's
be
a skill.
to do everything.
Me and my opinion.
Yeah, everything, that's a sport. In sports, you've got to be skilled to do stuff. And rollerblading is a sport.
But it's not.
It is a sport.
It's not.
Well, we'll end the debate there. Rollerblading, more of a sport or a social activity?
Jesus. Social activity, I'd say.
Yeah, why so?
Yeah. You don't really see much sport things about it. It's something it's like ice skating, isn't it? But ice skating's in the Olympics, isn't it?
I'd say social because it's more like, you know, you don't really, you see people more on like the streets doing it, like to get around and stuff. But then they're also exerting a lot of force, so then is that more of a sport? I don't know.
For debate.
That's weird, yeah, because I guess you are moving and you're like out. So I guess, it's a weird line.
It is, right? It is.
So, ice skating is a sport.
Yeah.
It's literally just the same, just instead of skating on ice, you're skating on the floor.
Respect. She had
Very
to get her
interesting.
opinion out there. Yeah.
If you're skilled enough to do it, then it should be a sport. Then
Fair.
if you're not, it's just social activity.
Is roller skating more of a sport or a social activity?
I'd say more of a social activity, that'd be real.
Go on, why so?
I mean, when you do it, everyone comes together, it's like a nice time. I wouldn't really see it as like a real sport though. People don't really, they practice but they don't really train for it.
Interesting. Is it in the Olympics?
Is it?
I
don't know.
think it is.
Is it actually?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I know skateboarding is.
But I think
That's
I think because you're saying that, I think it is in the Olympics, I'm guessing.
I don't know. It's a genuine question I have. I'm asking the people.
I mean,
But if we don't, then
I see it as both because, you know, there's levels of skills to it. Like, I don't think it's the easiest thing. I don't think it's the thing you can just pick up like overnight. To be able to do on like a professional level, at least.
alright, cool. Is roller skating more of a sport or a social activity?
Well, is it like the full, the full roller skates or the blade? I feel like there's a difference.
Say both.
You can I'd say it's sport, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people go on ramps on, the ramps and skate parks on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, both, I think.
But more a sport in your opinion?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Is roller skating more of a social activity or a sport?
I think it's like a social activity because have you seen like the roller skating in London? And, like,
I have.
how it's like a really big thing. Like, I feel like it's like a community and like I want to like take part in it. So like soon, hopefully, I will be able to go to London and actually take part.
Off camera, there is actually a group in Portsmouth called Portsmouth Skating Group, and we're interviewing them tomorrow. So do check them out.
You don't have to go to London.
I like that. That was really good.
So what are your feedback? What's your thoughts?
Okay, definitely both.
Okay.
It's social and sport.
Interesting.
Definitely.
Is there like a 50-50?
For me, there is a balance. Well, you have people.
Wherever you
It
want to take
depends.
it.
You are skating in a group. If you are skating with PSG, you are skating with a group. So the social activity is involved. So you have surrounded about people. You can talk. You see the smile. You see the vibe. Same people sharing the same passion than you. So you can talk with people. Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
easy.
really curious, like my way I came into skating, because I picked up skating when I'd been at home as a parent carer like for 12 years with no social life, no friends, nothing, and my son moved to a residential school, and I was trying to get out and meet people, met this girl, saw her skating, joined Portsmouth Skating Group, and initially I was like, oh my God, this is amazing because I can do something healthy that's social, and it gave me all of my friends. I made this whole new social life, and then we started doing stuff outside of skating together, and we go camping, we do other stuff as a group and things. But then the more my love of skating has grown, it's got me into other types of fitness, and now I do other fitness to support my skating. So I would say it is very much, it's become a sport as well through my social activity. So yeah, it's definitely both, wherever you want to take it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Yeah, sorry.
So just going to say that many of the skaters they are skating with us are all friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we meet up with them at roller discos, skate parks, and we do different
other things
activities.
outside of skating
so
as well.
outside of the skating life. So this sport as well creates social networks. Some people
Very
came to
much.
me saying that it changed my life,
Yeah.
it changed my social life, not just me,
It
my
has.
family.
Me as well.
Yeah, because now I got friends to do other things about skating. We love skating, we keep skating together, but we create networks and we create relationships.
I think the really interesting thing about skating is it seems to have connected a lot of people who finding their social network quite challenging, have been isolated, maybe are neurodiverse, and have other issues that or they don't like socialising in typical ways. Don't like going to the pub, or it's a very social way of. Very social. That's totally wrong way. It's a really good way of socialising.
Socialising for people people who have problems to socialize with others, because the environment is no ideal, or they find it boring. Because you are doing something that you like, you are more open to talk with people. For example, I'm a struggle to socialize in a pub. I cannot do it. It's just the noise, the other conversations around. It's like too much for me. So I like to talk with people. Just you are skating and you are talking with people. Your skates are moving. You have the skills, so you can talk. So you can actually socialize, and for your brain, or actually even ADHD people, it's really challenging. If you are doing something and you are trying to socialize, it makes it more challenging and at the same time more interesting.
And I think also for people who are, I've seen this there's a lady who runs a community skate group in London, and she said about how it's really good for introverted people to socialise, because you can choose to be where you want to be within the activity. You could be practising your skills over here, choose to come in for a little bit. You've got options as to how much you want to be interacting with people, but you can still be in company. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's nice.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I mean, yeah, any final thoughts on what they had to say?
I thought it was interesting someone who said about swimming as well, because when I picked up skating, I was looking for a new hobby that might introduce me to people, and shall I do cold water swimming or skating? So and it is, I think it is similar, like with swimming, because I had I'd swam in the past, and you can do that as a solo activity, training and stuff, but there is also people who meet up, and it's a very social thing, especially with the cold water swimming kind of activities. So I think it's similar like that it's where you want to take it, isn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah. Whereas I don't know whether, like, if you were into tennis, I think you've kind of got to be at a certain level of playing tennis for it to be interesting for other people to play with you. Whereas swimming, skating, those sorts of things, it is where you want to take with it.
Problem.
No,
we are in a point. The PhD is in a point that skilled skaters can come with us, intermediate skaters, and kind of beginners that they are ready for the roads. So but to get ready, you need to come to the Sunday sessions. That is the basics. to get on the road.
Basics.
And we do also always say, when you put wheels on your feet, we're like one family. Wherever we go, you're like,
I would say
immediately connect with people.
Even Sunday session or Saturday sessions, a part of the Tuesday skate, are social as well.
Yeah.
So
Massively.
we are talking with people. Sometimes we stop just skating, we're standing on our skate. For me, it's quite difficult because I always try to do something. I go on my toes or my front wheels, just challenging my balance while I'm keep talking with people. So
that's made me think another thing though, because you obviously you have a lot of skills to teach people, and I've offered teaching and things, and are always available for teaching at the beginners Sunday sessions, but also for other people. I think it's increases their confidence sometimes, because they suddenly find they've got skills they can pass on to other people. And I still remember when I first got my skates, two of our friends in the group, Georgina and Jackie, who I was skating on my own at the Hilsey Lines because I desperately wanted to learn to skate, and they offered to meet me there, and I was going a few metres and stopping, holding onto a wall and stepping over these paving slabs, and they taught me, you know, how to stagger my stance, how to balance on my skates, and I'll never forget that, you know, and it was really valuable probably for other people to feel they've got things they can share with people. It's really nice to feel
you don't need to be a teacher
like
me or something. On Sundays, I love when other people that is intermediate skaters, they know how to stop, so they can share that with others while I'm teaching other thing, I'm helping someone else.
I see.
We get a lot of our group doing that at Sundays now.
People
don't we?
involved helping others to create this community that we have.
It's lovely. I think we said it off camera as well, but I think you said that this is totally free. You don't have to pay for it.
No.
Why? What is the reason behind that?
It was a question that I made myself time ago. If everything that you do, you have to do it for money, not just for fun, not just to make your surrounding, your community better. Just because you love people, I like to see people around me happy. Happy. So skates is something that you bring, you leave it there. Now the group is there. I actually can leave, and I know the group will carry on. It's not about me. It's not about any ego. It's about the group. It's about the community. It's about people being happy and sharing something and get involved and get really excited about doing something that they just did barely when they were teenagers.
No, that's lovely. That is lovely.
So, now they are some of us 50 something.
Wow.
And we are pushing and we are skating on the roads. For me, for myself, and for everyone else, I think that is something amazing. And now I'm relearning how to skate, or just start from zero, and I'm doing this, and I love it.
Just sharing that passion, it's a different,
Just
different
at
thing
some
for
point
money,
you cannot
isn't it?
stop that. You cannot stop it.
Wow. I mean, so thank you for sharing, thank you for reacting. So any final words, anything you want to announce or tell the crowd? The mic is yours.
Well, come with us. PSG is welcome. Everyone, don't be shy. Just come to us, or show some interaction on Sunday beginner session, or on Tuesday just show off to say hello. We are living from the Brighton, on the side of the Brighton, every Tuesday.
That's also where the beginner sessions happen on a Sunday,
same
as
place.
well.
And just come to see people, around. And if you are able to keep on with us, we will take care of you as much as we can. Obviously, if you are like blah 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 on your first steps skating, you will need to build something else. Just ask for help.
For the street skate,
Because we are happy to help. We are happy to see people encourages themselves and say, I can do this, I can do that. Go for it.
Amazing.
And I hear so many people say, I could never do skating, I'm so clumsy. And also, I hear from so many skaters, though, that they feel more natural and less clumsy on skates than they do on their feet. And I've never been, like, particularly into exercise. I've never been sporty, you know, and now, you know, I skate the majority of times, like 3 times a week. I'm doing like the really fast, long street skates. It's, you know, it's a new level of activity that I've never had in my life. And I'm really clumsy. I'm not coordinated. I can't dance, you know, like it. But it's
you can do things.
Well, but I mean, off skates, I'm not like, you know, I'm not one of these people I couldn't, you know, follow choreography and stuff like this. And but yeah, I'm learning jam skating, and I just hear so many people saying, oh, I could never learn to skate because I'm really clumsy. I could never balance on. No, you can. You really, really can.
You focus if you ask for help.
Yeah, exactly. Just come and get that help with the first steps. Get started, and you'll get the information you need to start.
And we offer it for free.
It. Yeah,
exactly. Anything on return. Just see happy people around. Wow. Happy people skating. This is what we want.
Wow. Well, on that note, it comes to a lovely close. So yeah, no, it's been lovely, people. It has been lovely, and yeah, I look forward to seeing what happens next.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. All right.